Hey, Craig the Pool Man here with Pool Specialist. Today we have a short video for you on how to figure out why your pump is not priming. So of course when a pump doesn't prime, what happens is it's sucking air in. And so we have to figure out where that air is coming into the system. And I have a nice little device that I call Pump Primer. Not only can you use it for figuring out where the air leak is coming into the pump, but you can also use it to help prime the pump, particularly if the pump is far above grade. So with no further ado, let's go to the video. Okay, the first thing you're going to need is something that I call a force primer. You can buy all these parts at Lowe's. Basically you've got a hose bib turn off right here, and then a couple adapters that get you down to the typical type of hose that you're going to use on a chlorinator and some chlorinator fittings. And then you're going to take this, you'll remove the plug from the pump basket, and you're going to thread that into the pump basket. Okay, so you get that all threaded up. Make sure you leave your filter in filter mode. You want some resistance, but you just don't want a whole lot of resistance, because you want to see where the air is actually leaking into the pump by using the water to force the water out of the pump. Then on your manifold over here, what you're going to do is you are going to turn all of your valves so that the off is completely away from the pump. Then remove all your handles. Normally I would also take the handle off the actuator, but I know in this case that that's not one of the problems. But if you are looking for a leak and you're not certain, then that would be a prime suspect. Matter of fact, that is the one that usually you have the most amount of problems with, is the actuator one, simply because it's turning and it's constrained. There are little O-rings that are in these valves. So if you were to take this lid off, you're going to find a couple O-rings underneath that are all gooed up with clear lube or something of that nature, some type of pool lubrication. And you want to make sure that you keep that thick and that you keep those O-rings fresh. You can actually buy them at Lowe's. We'll give you the part number or the style, whatever you want to call it, in a second here. Tell you what the number is. And if you have to replace them, that is a rather inexpensive fix. Okay, now we're going to put this into action, and we are going to turn our hose on. So we turn the hose on. Again, this is very important that you do have a return path. Do not close all your return valves, because there's about 100 pounds of pressure in there, and that will blow the lid right off the top of the pump. So now you can actually see where the pump is leaking. And if we zoom into here, you can see that it's actually right on the front of the pump. There is a bad glue joint right there. You can actually hear it squirting out of there, and that solves our problem. That is why we couldn't get this pump to prime up easily, and of course why it wouldn't hold prime, because of course it's leaking air out of that. We of course would want to check all our valves as well. So as we go back and we look at the valves, they are not leaking, and typically they would be if there was a problem with them. You're also checking out the return side of this filter as well to make sure that you don't have any leaks there. So everything looks pretty good other than our leak in the front. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to cut that out, and we're going to replace that whole section where we have a bad glue joint. That concludes our video for the day. Thank you for watching. If you found it enjoyable and educational, please drop us a like. Also, please sign up for our YouTube channel. Thank you so much for watching, and have a great day.